welcome back to Folklore Unlocked. I'm Austin, and like always, I'm joined by Ethan.
Yep, hello again, everyone.
And this week, we are covering a Native American legend in the Thunderbird. Want to kick us off, Ethan?
Yeah. So, Thunderbirds, like we said, is a Native American legend, so its origins are Native Americans, particularly in the Pacific Northwest, Southwest, East Coast, Great Lakes, Great Plains of the United States. So, lots and lots of different places.
Basically, the entire United States.
Yeah, yeah. And it's considered a supernatural being of power and strength, and it has in modern times achieved cryptid status, kind of like Bigfoot and the Loch Ness monster and other stuff we've talked about. And we have a picture here of some people next to a pterodactyl or whatever, a pterosaur kind of thing. And some scientific people have thought that the Thunderbird could possibly be because people found pterosaur fossils and stuff like that. So this possibly could be what they're kind of thinking. But
Yeah, this picture's like one of the two most famous examples of what the Thunderbird could possibly look like. Now there's like a big feathered bird of some kind, not a pterodactyl like creature,
mm,
which I guess birds are technically dinosaurs, but
certain dinosaurs, non-avian
yeah, so
dinosaurs.
you know what I mean. Dinosaurs are the ancestors of birds.
Yes.
I'm not a dinosaur person, so my understanding of dinosaurs is quite limited.
That's fine.
And like we said, prevalent in it's prevalent in many Native American cultures, but mainly the Algonquin people of eastern Canada and northeastern U.S. and the Iroquois of the Great Lakes region. Algonquin mythos states that the Thunderbird controls the upper world, while the underworld is governed by the underwater panther or the great horned serpent. And Menominee of northern Wisconsin says that the Thunderbirds dwell on a great mountain that floats in the sky. And the Ho Chunk tradition states that a man that has a vision of a thunderbird during a solitary fast will become a war chief of the people. So, in many traditions, seeing a thunder thunderbird is a good omen. So, I think seems like it's a good omen for people and protector deity of Native Americans,
Yeah,
from my understanding.
as long as you're doing stuff good, as long as you're a good person, I don't think you have to worry about Thunderbirds.
Yeah, and more myths is that the Thunderbird is the messenger of the great sun himself, S-U-N, not S-O, not S-O-N, sun. And apparently the Thunderbird has prevented the great horned serpent from overrunning Earth and eating all of humankind. So this great horned serpent seems to be like a devil figure in Native American culture. And Ojibwe myth states the Thunderbird was created by Nanabozo to fight underworld creatures, which very much seems to be like a Native Americans version of hell.
Yeah, it seems like the Thunderbird's just a protector of Earth kind of thing, of especially humankind, but I guess everything on Earth.
Yeah, and this underwater panther and great horned serpent would be like demons.
Well, right whenever I heard they're from the underworld, I was like instantly like, oh, they're supposed to be the bad guys.
Yeah, typically the underworld, not very good people.
And I'm not a big person on like snakes and serpents and stuff, so a great horned serpent definitely does not sound good to me. No.
And I'm not big on cats, so yeah, an underwater panther, no.
So now we should probably go over kind of what powers or attributes the Thunderbird has, since it can fight off the Great Horned Serpent and everything like that of the underworld. So it can produce thunder by flapping its wings. It produces lightning that it casts at the underworld creatures. It can control rain and hail. And then it likes seeing people fighting and deeds of greatness. So that's probably why whenever people see a vision of a Thunderbird inside their dreams, they're supposed to be like a war chief, because that's kind of like a thing of greatness, I guess. And then it punishes those who break moral rules. So that's why I kind of made the joke that as long as you're a good person, you don't really have to worry about the Thunderbird.
Kind of like how Bigfoot is said to be like a protector of the forest.
Exactly. I like that idea that he kind of protects the forest or whatnot. Kind of the Lorax.
And so the Thunderbird is kind of like, eh, okay, you're a decent person. You can survive. Basically, the Bigfoot of the skies.
Bigfoot of the skies. I like that.
By the way, we've got two Bigfoot episodes. Go and watch or listen to them if you haven't already. Shameless plug. And in pop culture, there's multiple multiple things in pop culture involving the Thunderbird. There's the Seattle Thunderbirds of the Western Hockey League. There's Southern Utah University, whose sports teams are called the Thunderbirds. There's the University of British Columbia, whose sports teams are called the Thunderbirds. Then in Legend of Zelda 2 Link's Adventure, the second to last boss is the Thunderbird. And in the for our two pictures on the right, the Pokemon Zapdos and subsequently Galarian Zapdos, which is on the bottom, is based off the Thunderbird. And back to Lost Tapes, they had an episode dedicated to the Thunderbird.
Right when I was looking over this, I saw Lost Tapes. So I'm like, of course they've had an episode on this.
I mean, the Lost Tapes is just like so bad that it's good.
It's fun to watch.
Yes, because the acting is just like, huh? And then like the plot lines are even more, huh? It's just all around like bad, but like bad in a good way.
I'm surprised there's so many sports teams with the Thunderbirds. There's 3 different sports teams. Jeez.
And that the fact that Pokemon based, I guess technically one Pokemon, but two versions of a Pokemon off of one creature. I'm surprised.
Yeah. But like, which is your favorite of the trio? Is it like Zapdos, Articuno, or Moltres?
Oh, Zapdos is my favorite legendary bird.
I think look wise, I like Articuno better, but Zapdos is probably my second.
Say like before Diamond and Pearl came out, Zapdos was easily my favorite Pokemon at the time.
Oh, I didn't know that.
But Infernape came along, and he's based off of Sun Wukong from Chinese folklore, which we might get to sometime, because Sun Wukong has a very interesting story.
Sorry, Zapdos. Move over for monkey.
MMA fire monkey. And onto our thoughts. I think I actually love the story of the Thunderbird. It's, aside from like Bigfoot, I think it's probably my favorite cryptid out there. And I think it's not nothing more than possibly an unknown giant bird or misidentification of fossils of a pterodactyl or something. Probably no more than that.
Yeah, I don't really believe in Thunderbirds either. I think possibly the idea of the Thunderbird is just a way for the indigenous people to explain the natural events that happen, like thunder and lightning. So possibly, whenever a storm is about to come through or whatnot, the birds might have started like to fly away, and then lightning started to happen. So people were like, "Oh, the birds cause the thunder, and not the birds can sense the thunder or whatnot." So
Yeah, or maybe the natives found like pterodactyl fossils and were like, "Oh, this must be what brings the thunder and storms," and they associated that with everything.
yeah, that's very possible.
So I think that's all for this week. Next week we'll be covering the Bell Witch from not Kentucky. I about said Kentucky because we just covered the Hopkinsville Goblin last week, which is from Kentucky, but the Bell Witch is from Tennessee, not too far from where I used to go to college at Austin P. Any last words?
Nope, just thanks for watching, everyone.
Well, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. If you're on YouTube, drop us a follow. If you're on Spotify, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah, bye, everyone.